Welcome in our Science Magazine program. First, listen to this interview with Professor Dr. Shishir Sinha, DG CIEPT. The interviewer is Kaushik Roy.
In the studios today, we are privileged to have in our midst Dr. Shishir Sinha, Director General, Central Institute of Petrochemicals, Engineering and Technology, which comes under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India. Thank you for sparing your valuable time, sir, and coming to our studios today. First of all, can you tell us about the Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology and the reason why it was set up and what are the aims and objectives of this apex institution?
So first of all, thank you for inviting me and sharing the thoughts about the CIPET. Now, this Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology, this institute was established way back in 1968 under a program from Government of India and UNDP. The basic objective of this particular institute at that particular point of time was to create a skilled manpower.
Right.
Pertaining to the plastic engineering, and it is one of the grassroots institute where any kind of a plastic material can be designed, mold can be created, and a useful item can be produced. Now, at that particular point of time, when this institute was established, the motto of that, because see, if you procure any kind of a commodity thing, a lot of effort from skilled manpower is always involved.
Right.
The reason is that from the production, conceptualization, designing, production, thereafter the testing and how the people will take. So, based on this particular idea, this institute was established, and later on when the demand increased over the period of time, the institute expanded just like anything. Now we have got the pan-India presence. We have got 47 institutes across country with 34 locations, and now it has become the apex autonomous institute of Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Now it caters all kind of a need, like it is a star institute. Now what does it mean by the star? It provides the skill manpower to the nation, to the industry related to the plastic. It provides the technical support services to the industry, like, because see, nowadays if you compare the era of 1968 and if you compare 2024, you see there lot of awareness.
Yes.
Not only in terms of a consumer, but also from the industry perspective. A lot of regulatory bodies, they are coming in force, like waste plastic, to the testing, to the other thing. So, in that particular aspect, CIPET provides technical support services to the industry, not only to the industry, but also the government organization.
Right.
Then see how we can create all kind of this ecosystem. The backbone is the education system. So CIPET is the only institute in the country which provides the all levels of NSQF aligned courses from level 1 to 10. Like from the certificate to the diploma to the BTech, MTech and PhD program. So academic wing is there. Now see, there are a lot of awareness among the society. People are more conscious about the health. People are more conscious about that how we are disposing the things, how we are creating the ecosystem. I'm just used to talk about the RE type of a system. RE means recycle, reuse, refurbish, then rethinking. And E stands for energy, environment and economics.
Right.
So when we conceive this particular idea of RE, then a lot of new avenues, opportunities are coming up. Like I'm giving you one example. During my school days, I was kid. There was no concept of Bisleri bottle.
Yes.
People used to take, in Hindi it's called the surahi and other thing for the traveling. But nowadays, this type of a PET bottle, they have become the part and parcel of everyday life.
Yes.
Now just think about that, how much effort being put on by the scientists and people. They took the feedback from the society that they need to have proper systems which is eco-friendly, which can be economical, which can be handy to use. Then they devise such kind of a system, which they are coming into the PET bottle. Right. In a similar fashion, I am telling you, people never thought about that how many different kind of plastic items they are using every day.
Yes.
Today I was delivering one lecture to the student community. Then I just narrated one thing. Just think about that how many different kind of. So you just see, people said that, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4 different type. Can you imagine just when you get up in the morning, the toothpaste, the tube, the cap, then the brush, then the bristle, and then
Yes.
the shaving, then the soap,
Yes,
then
everything.
whatever you are wearing that contains
Even while taking bath, the mug
mug
or
and the
something,
bucket,
or even
all these, even shower.
nowadays many showers are made
So
of plastics.
sometimes if you think in terms of a very serious approach,
Yes.
you will encounter that you will see that it is more than 500 plus different type of a plastic commodities they are there. Now you see, when common people like you and me, when they are encounter such kind of a 500 different type of a thing, and if you see an automotive vehicle, you see a lot of plastic components they are there, so you see that how much different type of engineering involved in that particular aspect. Now one important thing is that this creates a lot of thought process
Right.
to cater the need of that particular thought process, to develop the new material, to develop the new design, to cater the need of various regulatory bodies, desire, society. CIPET is having another wing that is called the research wing.
Right. So here you mentioned about, your CIPET is also offering courses. So because in India, every year we see so many people going in for higher education. So what are the kind of courses that CIPET offers, and at what levels? You did mention diploma and BTech and higher studies also. So if you can kindly throw light on that.
See, one thing is that I'm taking you in a different perspective. That anybody, I mean, see, when we talk about the certificate courses or skill development courses, it purely caters the need of underprivileged youth.
Okay.
So those who are not having any kind of skill, CIPET offers their program that you come to our portal, then we will train you to meet the requirement of the industry. And you see that the skilled manpower, those who have got the education or skilling, they have got 95% placement because there is a huge demand industry. Then there is a diploma program. That is again purely industry oriented.
Okay.
Diploma in plastic technology, diploma in mold technology, diploma in tool technology. The reason is that we fragmented. Suppose if you take a plastic glass, it is not so easy to produce the plastic glass. You need to have a material, you need to have a mold, you need to have a process. So for everything, we are having a diploma program. That is a 3-year program. Thereafter, we are offering the BTech program in chemical engineering, the petrochemical engineering, the manufacturing technology,
Okay.
plastic technology, in all these things. So that and all these courses are practical oriented courses.
Right.
So that is why CIPET is having a plus point that nowadays the various engineering institutes, they are suffering with respect the low placement. CIPET is having 95% placement.
Right.
Then we are having affiliation with the different IITs, NITs, and as well as different state universities, through which we are offering the MTech courses. Suppose anybody is having a desire to go in deep into the subject, then they can register themselves in the MTech course, MTech in discipline of plastic technology. Then if they want to produce some more contribution to the society,
Right.
then they can register themselves for the PhD program. And trust me, all these programs are viable and placement oriented.
Great.
So that is why we are in a position to sustain ourselves with a placement record of 95% plus.
Right.
And 95% doesn't mean that 5% they are jobless. They are either pursuing to the higher studies or they
Right.
are pursuing towards the
Research
research
or
and other thing. Because see, there is an ecosystem.
Yes.
Even if you produce the plastic part, you need to have marketing, you need to have a disposal system.
Right.
Another wing which we are going to start, that is the plastic waste management, because nowadays there are a lot of hue and cry about
Yes.
this, the plastic waste management. Because, and that is why I used to say it is not the plastic waste management, it is a plastic wealth management. Because from the waste plastic we used to produce the value added product, and trust me, 100% all kind of plastic are 100% recyclable.
Right. And talking about, you spoke at length about the various courses that CIPET offers. And what are the, entrance sort of exam that you have on your own, or that is conducted by some other agency? How does a student go about it?
See, we are having different segments like skill development program, then diploma, then BTech, then MTech and PhD. So for skill development program, we used to get the CSR funds from different organizations, and CIPET mobilizes, and student, they used to come to our portal and they get the training. For diploma, we used to have our own entrance examination. that is called the common entrance examination. And then BTech, because see, you see then in CIPET we are having 3 different verticals: Institute of Petrochemical Technology, then Center for Skilling and Technical Support Services, abbreviated as CSTS, and SARP, School for Advanced Research in Petrochemicals. So these IPTs, they offer the BTech program and MTech program and PhD program. They need to affiliate themselves with the respective technical universities of the state where they are situated.
Okay.
This is the binding thing. Now we are trying to get the Institute of National Importance status so that we can overcome this particular problem. So we need to affiliate with that university. So for entrance, we need to follow the guidelines and regulations as
of
they
that
done
particular university.
Yeah, that
right.
particular university. For SARP, again, we need to register in the technical universities, and then they can do the research work in that particular arena. However, now we are offering certain other things, like we are having a collaboration with the different IITs and NITs to those who want to pursue their higher studies. So they can get the admission at IITs and NITs with the help of a CIPET. Because see, in CIPET, the experimental facilities and the infrastructure, that is fantastic. Even it is, I mean, you can say unmatched. It's a world-class infrastructure. And all these things are a real-time, industrial scale. So the students, they used to get an exposure to work on the real-time machines, real-time equipment that other institute they are lacking, because they are either having a demonstration center or very high-end equipment. Sometimes they resist a student to go and work on. But here you will see that even a diploma holder or a degree holder, they are working on that particular. So that is a plus point. So they are plug and play type of a system. That's why when they come out from the portal of the CIPET, they can work in industry readily.
Right. Sir, now please can you tell our listeners about the School for Advanced Research in Petrochemicals, and then the skill development and the SARP and the CIPT?
See, in CIPET, we are 3 different wings. One is the Center for Skilling and Technical Support Services. Another one is the Institute of Petrochemical Technology. And third one is the School for Advanced Research in Petrochemicals. Now, you see, almost for last 2 decades, there is a massive change in people's perception.
Right.
The economy is booming just like anything. Apart from this, the consumer perspective is changing like anything. Apart from this, people are looking for some substitute. Apart from this, people are looking for economical things. People are looking for eco-friendly things.
Yes.
So whenever you are looking for this kind of a substitute, because now we are almost 150 crore. To meet out the requirement of those people, we need to develop some more commodity items. One example is that for the growing population, there is a program by the government of India called Jal Jeevan Mission. Har ghar nal, har nal jal. Now, it's not a catchy line.
No.
Government is working tirelessly. Lay down the pipe, lay down the taps. A lot of efforts are required. A lot of engineering is required. A lot of new materials are required.
Yes.
Right. Another example is that almost for 2-3 years, people are talking about the single-use plastic. Just go back to the genesis, how this evolved, because people were looking for some cost-effective packaging material. That's why the single-use plastic came into existence. But simultaneously, the disposal of single-use plastic has become the problem, because some engineering aspect like low density, it prevents the rack picker to attract some money. So a lot of things are required in that particular aspect to substitute those materials. Those are non-eco-friendly. Now, to cater the need that how you can dispose, either you recycle, but recycling is again a very difficult aspect, because for this you need to collect the material. For collection of material, you need to provide the skilling to the rack pickers or to the down the line person, those who are, because I told you that 500 different type of a plastic if you need to handle every day, then you need to have a person who can segregate, so that the thing is that because every plastic material is having the different technology for recycling. So from down the line, you need to provide the skilling to that particular person so that they can sort it out. Then you must have a technology through which you can recycle. Apart from this, you need to create an awareness among the society. Please don't throw all those things in the garbage, because it is creating a lot of problem pertaining to the littering. The plastic is not a problem. Plastic is a very good material. I am telling you, it's practically inert. It will not disturb you in any way, but the littering is problem.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So the creation of that particular ecosystem, you require a lot of effort. You need to create a lot of research. What is the substitute to this one? Like if you take a glass, glass may be different type. Steel glass, simple glass,
Yes.
and then the plastic glass.
Yes.
Based on the economic segment, people used to go for this one. Sometimes you require the disposable, then you will go for this glass.
The plastic
But
glass, yes.
the thing is that what is the requirement? Requirement because we used to use it and then throw it. Now the demand is that once you throw, there must be certain other ecosystem which can either capture that discarded glass, send it to the recycling plant, or it can be self-degraded. These two things are required. People used to say that it is a very easy thing. But the thing is that when submerged into the soil and if it degrades, then nobody talks about that how it is going to impact to the soil. So the thing is that we need to carry out a lot of research in different segments like compostable, biocompostable, biodegradable, all different kind of plastic, because these nowadays it has become the buzzword and it is in need of the time. Apart from this, we need to look for some other material, because if we are using for the common man, in that case it must be safe, it must be non-toxic, all kind of things. So in SARP we used to take the feedback either from the industry, then society people, that what is there, and then we provide the research oriented solution that, gentlemen, this is the substitute. Apart from this, there are various things which are being imported from different countries. Now we are producing in-house.
Right.
Then once you engineered the things, then comes that how we can provide the training to producer, how we can provide training to the human resource people, and how we can produce over the mass scale.
Right.
For this, we have created the CSTS and IPT. Now, CSTS, we used to tell them that how this is the material and then how you can produce the things which can be useful, like the design of a water bottle or a glass. So we are designing there. We provide the skill training. Then we provide how you can design and how you take the feedback of the industry or the common people, and then you produce how you can design, develop the mold, and then how you can go for the mass scale production. Now
Right.
it's not so easy, because you need to have so many skilled manpower to repair the machines,
right.
how to handle those specified things. Like it's a surgery. The doctors, they always have the nurses.
Yes.
They always have some
And they have a
supportive-
team.
Then we need to provide proper education to the students so that they can work in the industry, they can work and they can create a resource system
Right.
for research. So ultimately all these things are, you can say, a circularity of
Right. Dr. Shishir Sinha, thank you so very much for joining us in the studios today and sharing so much information about the Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology. We thank you, sir, for joining us in the studios today. Namaskar.
You were listening to an interview with Professor Dr. Shishir Sinha, DG CIEPT. The interviewer was Kaushik Roy. You were listening to our Science Magazine program, narrated by Nisha Bharadwaj and produced by Dilip Jha. This program came to you from Indraprastha channel of Akashvani, Delhi.